Good evening, and you are right on time for Tandao at 7 with me, Dexter, Omondi. And did you know that Jumia has opened a new branch in Bungoma County? You can now place your orders and collect them here in Bungoma at Robert Tech Communications, which is located at Bidon House, first floor near National Oil. For any inquiry, you can call or SMS 0701 066 991 0701 066 991. As the Senate's team approval pushes Nakuru a step closer to city status, Bungoma Senator has termed Nakuru as a great place where anybody from any community can be elected. Speaking during a Senate sitting, Wetangula termed Nakuru as a cosmopolitan county and even went further in naming leaders from other communities who have vied and got elected in Nakuru.
Country. Nakuru had Acheng Oneko as a member of parliament at independence. Nakuru had Waflo Abuke elected there. Nakuru had Lualo Yondi elected there. Nakuru has had Mark Mwithaga elected there. If you look at those names, Mr. Speaker, you can see Kenyans who come from extreme corners of the country coming into Nakuru, they're not as cosmopolitan as Nairobi, but getting elected. That is the character of Nakuru that we want to see. A truly cosmopolitan city where Luali Oyondi from a village in Butere stands and is elected a member of parliament and is liked by everybody and serves everybody and becomes a successful person. I would want, Mr. Speaker, to encourage Nakuru to remain what it is. You have Arama from the Kisi Nation, he's a member of parliament there. You have a young man, he's not in Nakuru town, in Naivasha, called Palanga. He's an elected MCA. This is the kind of thing, Mr. Speaker, that you find in Tanzania.
Moving forward, ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi is calling for transparency take over the struggling Mumias Sugar Company in a new recovering plan towards saving the miller. The receivership firm contracted by Kenya Commercial Bank (KCB) is said to have settled on steel tycoon Narendra Raval. Through a leasing deal, Mudavadi's call for transparency come in a week of reports that other bidders have been sidelined.
The revival of the sugar industry is critical to the country and also to the well-being and welfare of the people who have for many years been dependent on cane farming. As KCB or the receivers are looking at the possibility of getting investors in, we want to emphasize that it is important that the process is done smoothly, above board, because whoever that investor is, he will need the goodwill of the farmers, the goodwill of the public.
Alarmed by rising cases of teen pregnancies in Trans Nzoia County, the Catholic Church there has set up a child protection unit in a bid to help curb the vice in the region. The move by the church to intervene the matter follows what it says is the number of schoolgirls being impregnated.
The main cause of it is mainly, I think, poverty around our circles. Also, COVID-19 brought about this issue. Like last year when learners were home, that is what the result we are seeing them now this year. I think that period was too long. They stayed at home for so long and it caused all these teenage pregnancies.
Unakuta labda mvulana ametorokea Uganda, alafu tukifuata tupate apitie kwa sheria, inakuwa ni changamoto.
Unakuta wanarandaranda, kwa sasa hawachukui maanani huyu msichana naye ni mtoto kama mkijana, na kijana naye pikipiki ukiwa nayo naye ataenda kwa parapara asahau masomo. Hiyo ndio shida ambayo ninaona area hii iko site.
As the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers pay deal is set to expire in the next 30 days, the union has allayed fears of a new pay deal they have. Speaking to the press, KUPPET's Secretary General Akelo Misori says they have discharged their obligations.
Addressing it in any way. Now, with barely 3 weeks to the expiry of the current agreement, The government's indifference to the process has caused intense anxiety and tension in the teaching fraternity. As a union, we have diligently discharged our obligations because we have been very open and negotiated in good faith. And this one has been done under the current Labor Relations Act. But the government has been dragging its feet in the talks for more than a year. I must indicate to you that prior to our presentation of the proposals, we got a communication from the Teacher Service Commission that we were supposed to submit our proposals, and this letter was dated 1st November 2019. Upon receipt of this communication from the Teacher Service Commission, as a requirement of regulations by the Teacher Regulation Commission, we presented a memorandum of demands which forms the basis of our collective bargaining agreement upon the expiry of the current CPA.
A Kitui County driver is nursing injuries at Mwingi Level 5 Hospital. This is after he was attacked and injured by a snake while driving. According to the driver, the snake was dropped by its predator on top of his vehicle while he was driving, and it made its way into the car and bit him.
Nyoka ilitoka juu ikiwa imebebwa na mwewe ikavuka kwa ruti ya gari. Kidogo usikia kitu imeanguka kwa gari juu, usilo ndio niangalie ni nini, ikakutana na nyoka kwa kioo. Kaingia kwa gari kwa siti ya passenger. Kidogo kuangalia nifanye nini, akaweza kunima kwa mkono. Toka naye ndio kwa mkono mpaka kwa barabara, na watu wenye waliniona wakakimbia wakakunjia, wakaweza kuua ile nyoka. Wale wasale ni kidogo kidogo tu wakitafuta venye watafanya hiyo nyoka waichome ama nifungiwe niende naye. Ule mwewe anakuja mpio akachukua huyo nyoka tena na wakapanda juu. So ilikuwa ni kipindi ambacho niliona sijaiona maishani mwangu.
Well, that's all. Give me just take a short break, but before the break, remember to still getting your shopping and paying your bills. And in case you're wondering how to go about it, it's very easy. Take your phone, go to M-Pesa and send in 100 Kenyan shillings to pay bill number 4044769. Account number remains standout.